Picture this, it's the 1990s. Home Alone and Nintendo SNES have hit households. Ice Ice Baby is playing on the radio, and a few important advances have taken shape in the computing world. One being the release of the commercially created antivirus software, Norton. So, how does Norton 360 compare today in a market where anti-malware tools are a lot more commonplace? Let's find out. Starting with the most important aspect of any worthwhile provider, will Norton 360 remove malware? According to independent testing institutes, it's a hard yes, getting a 100% detection score with new and older malware from avtest.org and AV Comparatives scoring 99.2% in real-world testing. That's quite a good score when compared to Total AV or Microsoft. However, it is behind Bitdefender in that particular test. With that in mind, I also wanted to run some of my own tests to see not only how much of my system's resources Norton used while running a scan, but how many threats it would remove. There are a few different scanning options to choose between. They're pretty self-explanatory. But for anything major, you're going to want to use the full scan. After testing it out, the results are even clearer. Norton Antivirus detected and removed 10 out of 10 of the malicious files I planted on my PC. The full scan itself didn't take much time at all, and this was definitely more comprehensive than the other scan options. Keep in mind, a full scan could take the average user longer, seeing as I did mine on a virtual machine. Also, my CPU usage wasn't maxed out either, averaging just over 70%. I will say I didn't notice any slowdown while Norton was running in the background. So unless you're gaming while a scan takes place, I don't think you'll notice too much either. Though there are a few other things worth noting, like the fact that Norton uses machine learning to catch malware. You see, this understands how malware acts and can accurately find malware based on the behaviors of older ones. There's also a smart firewall, which is really comprehensive and amplifies Norton security by monitoring incoming and outgoing network traffic. Plus, there are a few other perks like cloud backup and parental controls. Although these come with more bougie plans, if you're about that life, they add advanced functionality and protections for particular users. If you aren't sure which plan you're best suited for, no worries. I have exclusive deals for all of them. Just scan the QR code or check the description to save money. With that said, let's break down what each plan contains and what it can do. Right, you've got the entry-level plan, which is really cheap for the first year. This will let you scan and remove threats on one device, with ransomware and anti-hacking measures. You can also get 2 GB of backup and a password manager. This is all fine for any beginner, but if you want more cloud backup and anonymity as you browse, for just a couple more dollars a year, you can get Norton VPN. Otherwise, the next plan, Norton 360 Deluxe, has good value considering you can use it on 5 devices, and it also includes dark web monitoring. Finally, the most expensive plan is for any user who values their online identity and wants various defenses. And it even monitors various social media accounts for any account changes or suspicious links. This allows 10 devices and all the features previously mentioned too. Can I use Norton 360 for free? Only for 7 days. Bummer. In all honesty, this is enough time to see if you like it. And the first year isn't expensive if you want to continue with a subscription. Now, which features an antivirus offers is important, but how easy these are to access and use can tip the scale. With Norton, when you first open the app, you'll be met with an interface like this. While general functionality is seamless, finding features and customizations takes a little bit of searching. I do like that there's a lot of features. It's one of the best suites on the market in that regard. Just keep in mind, every time you want to use a feature, it opens in another window. Like accessing Norton VPN. I have to head over here, and it'll open like so. Is it hard to use once it's open? Not really. Once enabled, it will automatically connect to the fastest server outside of your country. If you want to choose a server for a specific activity, you can manually do this too. To access geo-blocked streaming content or something specific, you can manually do this here. Another feature that opens in a different window is the password manager. Though again, once this is open, it is actually really easy to use with all the standard functionalities a password manager should have. You can easily generate, store, and share passwords. Sure, I wouldn't buy it as a standalone product as it pales in comparison to dedicated tools, but considering it adds value to this antivirus plan, I'm not complaining. Something else worth knowing is how to alter your settings to stop the marketing ads. Look, I understand these being here on a free plan or trial, but if you're paying for a subscription, you don't want to be bombarded. A lot of people complain about this, but the solution is easy. You just have to head into your administrative settings on desktop or Norton offers on mobile. These steps on screen should help you out. What about mobile ease of use? And are all features accessible? Unfortunately, instead of opening in different windows, the VPN and password manager are only accessible through extra apps. That aside, the mobile versions feel a lot simpler and intuitive than the desktop. The Android version follows a pattern we've seen before. It has more features than the iOS counterpart. This is generally because of Apple's built-in restrictions, but with either version, you can still block dangerous sites and protect your Wi-Fi connection. That said, is Norton the best antivirus regardless of your device? I'd argue every app has a good amount of functionality, and even some OS exclusive stuff that complements your device. If you can look past the slightly non-traditional route to accessing some features, it's a good antivirus with a ton it can do. If you need more info on Norton or its competitors, be sure to check the channel or subscribe. There's a free Japanese toilet in it for you. Well, there isn't, but it would help me out. All right, all cards on the table. Can you trust Norton? Is Norton safe? Or should you consider a different provider? With a great security architecture, a solid reputation, and near perfect detection rate, there's no reason why Norton isn't a top-ranking option. Besides, they have plans that cater to every type of user and come feature-packed. That is, if you can look past their user interface quirks. If you want to try it out for yourself, don't forget to grab the discount from the deal on screen. Thanks for watching this Norton 360 antivirus review, and see you soon.